do.
Why don't you wait till you get hot?
I'm hot right now. So we have a lot of stuff going on today. Artificial intelligence, everything. See, even humans get hot, get tired. A computer could do the show and not even get hot.
If it's on a long time, it can.
What do you mean?
The computer itself.
No, because they'll probably have another computer there to cool him off. It'll be another computer whose job it is to go up and cool off the computers that's getting hot.
Well, I think about AI. I think about that movie.
Which one? I thought you were talking about what's his name's movie.
Oh, whose movie is
Will
this?
Smith.
Mm-mm. Well, when he was... Oh, you mean those iRobots. Yeah, that too.
When I think of AI, I think of iRobot. Or I think of Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report, where it's the future. Before you commit the crime, they go into the future and stop you from doing it.
That's too AI.
No, I'm saying that's using artificial intelligence to even track your mind, what you're thinking.
I don't think it can do that.
I think it can.
I'm going to do something in the future. I think that's when we're starting to get into the existence of man.
If they plant something in your head.
How man thinks and feels, and the spirit part of man and the soulish part of man. No. If God only knows our heart.
I didn't say heart. I said
no, as far as if God knows what our heart is, if the enemy don't even know what we're thinking, how can they build a computer that does that?
Because they'll plant something in your head and it can read your brain sends signals, electronic signals,
but it won't know that you're going to commit a crime in 10 years.
No,
that's what I mean. That kind of stuff.
That's not Minority Report. Minority Report is if you think about it, it comes in and
that's
stops
at that moment.
At that moment,
right? Not futuristic.
No,
that's what I mean.
No, it looks at
that's real scary if it does stuff like that.
What it does is it reads like it'll start reading people's minds. Like if you think about it, the computer will say, "Oh, she's thinking about, or he thinking about such and such," and it'll read your mind. So that's not. I don't think that's that far out fetched.
It's funny though. If a computer can read your mind, I don't know. Can it? Because if the enemy can't read your mind, how can a computer do it? And he's spiritual, so he can get in here spiritually and try to figure out what you do until you say something or act. Then that's the only way they can see you communicating.
How you know he can't read your mind?
That was one of the things that witch said. She said she learned that he could not, because she would think things. Okay. When that lady was helping her get set free, she realized he cannot read her mind, and he couldn't.
I can read your mind, baby. I know what you're thinking.
So that's a big question to answer.
It's all right.
Well, you keep talking about me singing. Don't get me laughing. So when I cough, I gotta stand up, you guys.
All right,
so I won't get no cramp like I did the other day.
I can read your mind, baby. Now, if he can read people's minds,
nah.
You know what you're thinking. I don't know. Okay. I just feel like if it's
AI in general, it's just something to talk about. It's just it's futuristic, and we really need to be ready for it.
I don't think it's that futuristic. It's here right now.
No, I'm saying it's futuristic because we're not caught up with it. We're still behind.
Yeah.
But they talked about that on The View today. I guess Elon Musk and other tech leaders. Mm-hmm. One of the things that Sarah was bringing out, it was only 4 of them today. Alyssa apparently has COVID.
Really? Again? Didn't she have it before?
Yeah, she got a touch of it again.
How many times she gonna get COVID?
It don't matter. Whoopi keeps telling people it's out there, you guys. You may get it more than once.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good to know. It reminds people that's on TV stations and stuff. They out because of COVID? Oh, I guess it is still out there.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what people thinking that it's gone. It's disappeared. It's in La La Land.
People do think it's gone.
And you can have it more than one time too. So, but yeah, that's why she's out today. But they were talking about the Congress and all of that, revisiting the whole TikTok thing. I think they were talking to the gentleman that's over it, or the
CEO.
Yeah, and there's questions he couldn't even answer.
Well, he's not going to answer because there's a different version in China than it is here. We get the dumbed down version.
Yeah, well, they were just talking about that in general, and I like the fact that Sarah was saying if you got high tech leaders, let's just think about it for a moment. You're very wise, smartest folks on your land, in your country, with Elon Musk, who's a very intelligent man himself. If they're questioning, AI, we got to be on top of it. We got to be.
Comes from the man that created that has an electric
car.
Well,
yeah, that too. But it just makes you think, okay, let's all of us sit back and go, yeah, hopefully you guys can figure it out, because AI is out and it's going to stay. And that's one of the things they talked about. I'm so glad. I was telling Mama today, Sunny, there's moments where Sunny kind of gets under my skin, and today she did, because
she get on your skin every day.
There's certain times that she'll speak up and go, okay, legally. She's a prosecutor. She says what she needs to know, kind of like Star Jones. Sometimes Star Jones gets on your nerves, but you're like, you in your element now, we gonna listen.
Right.
Other than that, we don't want to listen to any of the, because your opinion sometimes is like, But when she was talking about AI, we need to really be clarified. What is your definition of AI? And Whoopi said AI is what it is. It's AI. It's artificial intelligence. Because Sunny was using examples like, some people may think AI is like the solar panels that you put on your house and stuff. And Whoopi said, no. She said, that's not AI.
She's an idiot.
That's what I'm saying. She really showed that she was an idiot today,
right.
and I really felt bad for her.
Electronics.
Thank you. And
so it's a radio AI?
Whoopi, and then she said the car. She said, Whoopi said, I have that same car that Elon has out. She said,
the electric car?
Yeah, she said, I do something to start it. It doesn't start by itself. That's scary if it does.
But it can.
It can, but it doesn't right now. So AI could be something starting, if you program it right and it thinks on its own.
I want my car to start up every morning at 6:00.
Right. You programmed it to do it.
Right.
But if it's doing it on its own, like that Megan doll.
But it can.
That Megan doll took over her own.
But I feel like
that's scary.
It can, because what's to stop one computer from controlling another computer? If you do the right programming, at some point in time, they won't even need humans, because one they may need one guy or something, but they won't need 100 or thousands of people, because one computer can be responsible for the other computer. You know what I'm saying? Or one, like you were saying, what if it gets overheated? One computer is responsible for going in with a little fan and blowing on the other computer, or they'll shift. Time for you to shut down D29565. You take over.
And is AI really, can it do it on its own, or is it we're the source of it?
I believe
as the knowledge we put in it.
I believe at some point it'll be able to run on its own. I think if we keep programming it to a certain degree, it won't need you. You're not needed anymore. That's how I feel.
You can turn the thing on.
So, what they saying?
There's more sectors of daily life. Some of the world's biggest tech billionaires have called for a slowdown of AI development in a statement that makes grim warnings about, quote, the profound risk to society. Now, this comes on the heels of millions being fooled by computer-generated deep fakes, images of you-know-who being arrested, and the Pope in a puffer coat.
That one got me.
Yeah.
He looked good.
I believed that one. I said, why is he dressed like Jennifer Lopez? But I did believe that one.
Yeah.
I said, I wrote to a friend of mine who's a priest. I said, is it that cold in Vatican City? But I believed it.
It just looks like it looks like his head is too small for that coat.
That's true.
It's like, when I saw it, I thought that's very weird, because he's in Rome. It's not that cold in Rome.
Yeah, that's right.
If he was in LA, we would be more comfortable
right now,
with that.
Right
but
now.
the little Pope
put a highlight into my life that day.
Right.
I thought, is this real?
You know how I knew it wasn't
real.
even that?
Yeah, well, the people creating this are seeing the potential that this is going to get out of their hands. They might have known it forever, but one place it became really clear is actually in some of the hearings about TikTok in Congress. Take a look.
Oh.
I fear TikTok.
Currently, TikTok users.
Does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand.
So there's a bit of a disconnect. You've got people in Congress who are trying to regulate something they cannot comprehend or even name properly. It's TikTok. But with that said, it's funny to watch, but it's scary to think of. So if these tech people have signed a letter saying we need to kind of put a hold on this, maybe they should start to work a little more hand in hand with the government.
That's what I was saying. If Elon Musk and all these other tech guys are saying you need to maybe slow down on the AI, that's what I'm telling you. It can get to the point Well, I believe they won't even need you, because if you created a machine that can feed another machine, and then create another machine that can feed that machine or whatever, what are you here for? Maybe one guy, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that it all runs smooth.
And I wonder too if it depends on what the environment is, whatever the product is, whatever it's being used.
No, it's starting to get now to where
everything is like boom,
right?
boom,
like
boom.
If you look at here, I got Google starts letting the public test generative AI in Gmail and Docs. Now you know what that means. Google gave an overview of what generative AI features are coming to workplace apps 2 weeks ago. It is now beginning public testing in Gmails and your Docs. Today's trusted test program spans consumer, enterprise, and education users. Whatever. They just showing who they got to go into. In Gmail, you can use AI to draft everything from a birthday invitation to a job cover letter. Users can also have Google take what they've written and make it more elaborate or shorten it. Right. The stuff I ask you to do. I won't need you no more. I just go right to Google. Including down to bullet points. There's also the ability to formalize a message. While Google has shown of a whimsical "I'm feeling lucky" option that adds levity and makes other whimsical stylish choices. So far, Google has shared what the UI looks like in Gmail for Android, and we've spotted it in development. A floating action button appears in the bottom right corner of the composed screen, revealing the option. So similarly, AI and Google Docs can make text more detailed or rewrite it to be concise. It can also be used to draft blog posts or even write a song. There will be a help me write button on the web that expands when clicked to reveal a prompt input. Google then generates your request, with users able to thumbs up or down, generate, a view another, and refine. You can then insert it into your current document and make edits. Within the Gmail and the Docs, those enrolled in the test programs will be able to submit feedback to Google. So they testing it now to see how people like it. Do they like it? So what's going to happen? It's going to be harder for teachers, number one, because nobody's going to write a paper anymore. It'll write the paper in your voice.
I thought about it with the teacher thing, because I know they say if kids now can even have with these whatever apps or whatever right there. I'm thinking you still can't go wrong with a kid getting up in front of the class doing it, but it's so many kids in the class.
They don't have time for that.
So you may have to make time for that, because
how you gonna make time
you
for
can't
that?
do artificial you talking, you up in front, you giving information. So I don't know. That's going to be a hard one when it comes
that's
to
not the
learning
answer.
education.
Because you can't get every kid to go up and stand in front of class, and then writing a paper is not the same as you asking me a question in class.
See, so I don't know. They have to find creative ways to do that, where you're actually learning. You're seeing what the kid has learned.
And you can do when it writes your paper, they have it now where it writes it. You talk, just keep talking, and the AI can write it in the way you talk. So the teacher won't even know that's not you. Whereas now, the way it is, they kind of know, because they like, she don't really speak like that. But in the way they have it now, it will speak the way you speak. So if I use broken English, or if I use a word a certain way, or it's going to write it the exact way that I would say that.
So the one thing about AI and artificial intelligence, when it comes to being educated for specialty types of jobs, like not specialty types, not engineering, not that, because they saying their doctors are even for like knee surgery. They're using mechanical arm, not mechanical arm, they use artificial machine to help guide them on specifically where to place the bone and all of that. So it's going to be interesting when it comes to stuff like that, like medicine. Dental care, when you go to a gynecologist, when you go to those kind of things, how much AI will be involved with that? We know it's easy and simple at a restaurant. flip over a burger, bring it out to you. You can replace
really
a lot
don't
of
need-
people's
yeah.
companies.
Honestly, I know people mad if they work in the service industry. You're not needed. If you're in the service industry, you're not needed.
About it,
now with AI,
the AI world can even replace.
What do I need you for?
Ministers, nurses. If it gets to a point where, how is your temperature?
You coming in to take my temperature. Why do I need
my
anything
temperature
else?
is a certain number. You need medicine now.
Actually, they don't even need to come in. You already hooked up to the machine.
I don't
They
know.
already got it now where it takes your blood pressure. Remember, every 10 minutes or something, your arm start. If you're in the hospital, it'll start going. That's that machine automatically doing that.
This futuristic, even when we talk about biblical future, that this will be a future because it would be a control of man will control how man thinks
and
I feel where you go and
I feel like because of all of these school shootings and stuff, they will have, because we already have where you can simulate where it's like your image is someplace and you're not really there.
Okay.
What's wrong with having a school with the kids is simulating in their seat?
They're at home.
They sitting in their seat.
They beam into the schoolroom.
Yeah, and it's a simulation of me,
and nobody will ever get hurt.
They have that already. You can do that with offices already. When you go for your meetings, they simulate the people around the desk from other countries. You don't need to be there anymore.
Artificial.
So why can't you just have all the kids simulated, and they can still look at each other and
say stuff.
Or still look at each other. Like
they won't get sick.
No.
You won't be spreading colds and COVID, and you won't hit nobody. You won't violate anyone because you will be a simulation.
It's coming like that. And we already becoming less human. People typing on their thing, on their Instagram and Twitter and saying stuff they would never say to people in real life, but they got all the balls in the world when they on the computer to say it. So we already less human.
So it just
what's the difference?
I don't know. It just makes you sit and think about.
Everybody can go to
AI
Beyonce's
future.
Concert. Everybody. We don't have to spend $1,000.
She don't make much money then. How's she gonna make money?
She'll make money off whoever. If you sign up,
so you gotta find creative ways to still make money.
You gotta find creative ways
because people physically won't be at your concert.
No, but you'll get paid for everybody who wants to be simulated into the concert.
Simulate in, and then people, of course, you're gonna have some hackers,
right?
But people who press that button to say, "I want to be in her concert," it's gonna be a charge.
Yeah, and the difference with the have and the have-nots, people who have money, will be the level of simulation versus people who poor. They'll still have AI, but they'll have a poor rendition of AI. Whereas somebody famous or rich could go to
the highest level.
They could go to Europe or simulate themselves to Europe. You poor, you might be able to simulate yourself to the grocery store. That's about it.
Basically like what the apps that we get now, where you have the basic.
Yes.
And they want you to upgrade.
They want you to upgrade.
You don't have no money.
And if you have money, you can upgrade. If not, you get the free version. You get the public version,
Basic.
The government public version of everything.
Yep.
And the people who have money get more versions. They get the higher versions.
Upgrades. They get that level 4 or 5
they get the
or whatever.
level,
I noticed that even with Zoom.
It's going to be, I'm telling you.
There's a basic with Zoom. There's a basic with all these softwares. Or these little different apps.
Yeah.
And you got to upgrade to be able to record.
And Elon Musk is nervous because he'll probably have a version of his Tesla for rich people and then the people who don't really have that much money. If you don't have that much money, you'll have to get in the car.
The basic Tesla.
The basic Tesla. You get in the car and it drives you. The car drives you.
You can't
people
go outside
with
of
money.
Radius.
People with money. I don't even have to get in the car. I can send my car to go do stuff for me.
That's true.
I'm telling you, that's what's coming.
It's already tapping into it now because we see the default.
It's already coming.
Apps that you can get and the upgrades that they try to get you to upgrade to the next level. Yeah, AI.
It's already coming.
AI is moving.
And you have people, my mother, 80 years old, watching YouTube. You would never think. Woman grew up with no TV.
Right.
Now she watching YouTube.
Yeah. Yep, and even know how to
and
find whatever topic it is.
And in the beginning, she didn't know what it was. What is this YouTube? Now, I can say Tony Evans. I can say whatever.
Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, I can say whatever.
I sat and watched Biggie Smalls' life, and I'm like, wow, he's interesting.
Tim, what is this? It says that what did she say passed away? Who did you say passed away, Mom? No, on the YouTube.
Somebody known?
Somebody known. She asked me that person really passed away.
Oh, Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin. And I said, no, Ma, that's not real. That channel does that all the time. So it's gonna be stuff. These elderly people that's 80, they gonna be following all that stuff. Don't know what's real, what's
Fake
not.
news, like you just
They
saw.
showed comb over being taken out of the thing. Did he get arrested today? They won't know,
and they'll think he did.
And the kids will be laughing because they go, "That's an AI generated picture."
So how many people can they fool with that?
That's what we're saying.
See, that's scary. So it's pros and cons with it.
Yeah,
I think what
he said they don't even know how to say TikTok.
TikTok.
We need to ban TikTok. It's TikTok, dummy. Can this thing hook on to your Wi-Fi?
The man couldn't answer. I think he said when you turn on your Wi-Fi, it can.
Yeah, you big dummy.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's a good one though. They've been talking about it, and it should make us concerned.
Yeah, and
really keep an ear and eye open.
Well, we'll see what happens.
What's real and what's not.
Wendy says hello, sisters. Hey, Wendy. Russia.
Okay.
Russia arrests a Wall Street Journal reporter on spying. Just like that other guy that was with the basketball player, Brittany. Mm-hmm. I told y'all he was a spy, or he was arrested for being a spy. So why should they let him go? Here's another one. Russia's security service arrested an American reporter for the Wall Street Journal on espionage charges. The first time a U.S. correspondent has been detained on spying acquisitions since the Cold War. The newspaper denied the allegations and demanded his release. Why is he over there?
I don't know. Does he have family?
Why are you in Russia?
Is he Russian?
Evan Josumovich, 31, was detained in Russia's fourth largest city, about whatever kilometers from Moscow, blah, blah, blah. Russia's Federal Security Service accused him of trying to obtain classified information. Known by the acronym FSB, the service is the top domestic security agency and main successor to the Soviet KGB. Remember the KGB?
Yeah.
So this is like the KGB.
Okay.
It alleged that this dude was acting on instructions from the American side to collect information about the activities of one of the enterprises of the Russian military-industrial complex. The journal vehemently denies the allegations from the FSB and seeks the immediate release of our trusted and dedicated reporter. We stand in solidarity with Evan and his family.
So he's basically a reporter. He's not a spy.
But why is he there?
I don't know. Maybe he could be over there just doing regular news, letting us know what's going on. So I don't know. And it's so sad that every time somebody is over there or been over there, they think they're spying. I mean, everybody's so nervous now, so you don't know. If we don't hear from him anymore, then we know.
At the hearing Thursday, a Moscow court quickly ruled that this dude would be kept behind bars behind the investigation. While previous American detainees have been freed in prison swaps, a top Russian official said it was too early to talk about any such deal. It's too early to talk about that. We need to find out why he was over there and what information he has. In Washington, the Biden administration said it had spoken with the Journal and his family, the journalist, the Wall Street Journal and the guy's family. White House press secretary, you know her, John Pierre, condemned the arrest in the strongest terms and urged Americans to heed government warnings not to travel to Russia.
Right. Don't go there. Oh, well, he may have to get clunked on the head. So sorry.
The State Department was in direct touch with the Russian government and seeking access to him. The administration has no specific indication that journalists in Russia are being targeted. So I don't know. Here's the thing. He's going to have to show why he's over there.
Yeah.
His last report from Moscow, published earlier this week, focused on the Russian economy slowdown amid Western sanctions imposed after Russian troops invaded Ukraine. Now, if that's what he's reporting on, that's fine. But if they find anything else in that camera or see you anywhere else that you're not supposed to be, you're supposed to be at the mall. What you doing over here? So we got to find out what's going on.
Everybody and their mama should stay away from Russia.
And how come?
Even if you're from Russia, don't go back home right now.
And if you're a journalist, you should expect to get arrested.
Yeah, they don't want anybody over there for any newsworthy spying, anything.
And you risk your life.
Entertainers, I will even say entertainment.
But you risk your life. If you go over there, you risk your life
because they may not trust you. They may still. Yeah. And then too, if you're coming from here or Europe or anywhere to go back, they're thinking. Even not trusting the Russians who are from there, coming back. Like, why are you coming back home? You've been gone for 3 months. What's going on?
And also, if a Russian that's here, we don't trust you either. If you just a regular
the girl that cuts my hair, she's Russian.
But is she American?
No, she just got over here.
Oh well.
So I was like, ooh.
She just came here.
She was the one that stood me up.
She just came.
Went there. Well, she hasn't been over here a long time. I don't think so. I didn't get into her background and business, but she's new at the place where I get my hair cut. And I'm thinking, I hear your accent. Where are you from? She wasn't quick to say it.
Well.
And then she said, I'm from Russia. Okay. So I'm sitting there going, anybody from Russia, how long you been here?
If you're not an American citizen, I got my eye on you.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So, okay. And then if she goes back home.
We really going to have our eye on you.
Your people have your eye on her too.
Exactly.
Because she could be on,
So I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll see if he disappears, if he eats anything or whatever, then we know. Oh, they got him.
They just looking at him. They probably just wondering what's going on.
Okay.
Eva Marcel's husband, Michael Sterling, on their divorce. Now you heard that she filed for divorce, right?
Is this her first marriage?
I don't know.
She have a baby daddy, don't she?
He crazy as I don't know what, as a J-bug.
She talked about him in Atlanta House.
I don't know if they was married though. I don't know. Okay. I know that's her first child's father.
Yeah, because she talked about this guy. I think when she came to Atlanta House.
Well, he was supposed to be like the wonderful guy that took her child, took on his name and everything.
He's saying he's gonna fight for her.
He says, "I'm gonna fight for her with every fiber in my being." So we don't know what happened. People speculating. Mm-hmm. I'm speculating he probably cheated. If he didn't cheat with another woman, he cheating with not by being there, like putting something before her. You know what I'm saying? Like never home.
I don't think it's anything on her. Like whatever reason, I just want out. Does it always have to be a cheat on me kind of thing?
She could just not want to be married anymore.
Wow. She's in that show I was telling you about, something with Queens.
Well, he said Sterling is ready to fight to save his marriage after his wife recently filed for divorce, potentially ending their 5-year partnership.
Just 5 years.
He seems like a nice dude.
I don't know what happened. Did you mess up, dude?
Attorney Michael Sterling is prepared to try to save his marriage with the reality television star and personality. Sterling shared a statement with the Jasmine brand. "I am not going to lose my wife, and I'm going to fight for her with every fiber in my being," he revealed. Sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't.
What's his name? Robin Thicke?
He fought for his wife.
Lost.
And it didn't work. Now he with another woman, another baby.
Yeah.
So get over it and move on.
That's true.
So we'll see. I don't know. I hope it works out. They seem like a nice family.
You think in any marriage, no marriage is perfect. We all know that. We can just like common sense.
Yeah.
But when there's rocking in the marriage, you thinking the first thing they're doing is trying to figure it out and get counseling. Maybe.
She could have just did that to get his attention. She could have filed for divorce.
That's true.
If you keep saying you're going to do it, then they like, whatever. Then when you actually go down to the courthouse and file papers, now he like, oh, shoot, she's serious.
She's serious. Unless, like you saying, she may have pulled the paperwork out and then gave him a chance, and then he messes up again.
And now she like, that's it.
She really wants to sign it now.
So we'll see. We'll be praying that they
stay together.
Yeah.
Because she was with him when they did
She said, "This has been one of the hardest decisions I have ever had to make, but sometimes life takes your journey in a direction you were not expecting.
See?
Our children remain our biggest priority, and the 8.5 years we have spent together will always be cherished. We ask that you respect our privacy at this time."
Yep.
So that's why I said I think he might have cheated or something.
I don't know. I said, she could be going a different direction too.
We don't know.
Okay.
But she obviously, for her to make that comment, we going in different directions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's sad when that happens, because you think about couples that have been together for a long time. Mm-hmm. What happens when you do feel like you're going in a whole different direction than when you first came together?
Right.
Do you stay together even going in your different direction, and they just kind of follow you and be support? Let's stay together. Loving you be a sad.
Even though he got grits thrown on him. Did he get grits thrown on him?
Yeah.
He got some hot grits thrown
Hot
on him.
grits. We know Al Green
What,
for
Mom?
hot grits.
The lady killed herself after she threw hot grits.
Wow.
Oh, and took her own life afterwards? Al Green.
Let's stay together.
And what's her name? Redid it too, didn't she?
Yeah. What's her name?
Oh, what is her name?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
She didn't stay with. I keep punching her in the head. All the people singing about stay together didn't stay.
What's love got to do? Got to do with it.
So that's maybe what Eve was saying.
Yeah,
What's
what's
love but a second-hand emotion? All right. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? So that's her answer to him. And he's singing Let's Stay Together. And she's saying, what's love got to do with it?
Hey, whatever.
So, but
we'll see where this
hopefully
goes.
we'll work it out.
Okay.
But we don't know the ins and outs of their marriage. All we know is the outside looking in and say, oh, it seemed like a nice couple.
Stay together.
And he could be the most boring man or whatever. I'm not making her stay with
And
that
have
man.
how many women in this?
So
I'm with you, girl.
No.
I'll leave them too.
And then sometimes people are friends after they break up.
Yeah, they still
We
remain
better
because they got the
friends.
kids that's connecting them.
Better friends.
Yeah, that's
Better
the best
friends.
breakups though. If they
Yes.
have to,
And still,
break up.
both of y'all still maintain.
A-
But she
a
wants
cordial
full
relation.
custody.
Now, see, that's crazy.
See, that's
when
what
they do
I'm
that.
saying. There's something going on there for her to want full custody.
Why, and here's the thing too. Unless he's done something criminal,
I don't know.
why would a mother take full custody of a child?
We don't know. That's
From
why I
the
said,
dead.
let's watch this.
I don't like that.
But we got to watch this.
Think
we don't
about
know.
that.
We don't
Okay.
know what's going on.
Unless
That's what I'm
he's done
saying.
something where he's hurt them,
I don't-
abused them,
we
or
gotta
other
watch
things
this.
he's done. He's in drugs or
We
something.
got to watch it.
Okay.
That's why I said we don't know. For her to file for divorce, say that there's nothing you can do to get me
And
back.
full custody.
And it's something going on there. We don't
Never
know.
take if you can try to keep part.
But it'll
joint
come out.
custody.
She can't keep that secret. It's court papers.
Okay.
So we'll all find out. We'll see. I just hope if it's not nothing real bad, just stay together. Get counseling and stay together.
Okay.
Not like this nut job.
Oh, what's going on?
Kanye West.
Keep him an opportunity to not be a nut job.
Well,
he trying to,
Well, he's fake married to this new lady, remember?
Okay.
Kanye West, okay. Recently Kanye West said that he watched
Seth.
Not Seth, the other guy.
Elon.
No, let me read it.
What other guy?
Kanye West recently Jonah Hill.
Okay.
Kanye West recently credited Jonah Hill's role in 21 Jump Street for making him like Jewish people again.
Okay. Oh.
But Seth Rogen feels slight ownership for his change in heart.
Okay.
During an interview with Cinema Blend to promote his new film, the Super Mario Brothers movie, the Canadian actor was asked if he's jealous of his friend and collaborator curing Kanye's anti-Semitism. Rogen burst into laughter and shared his reaction to Ye's comments before revealing he actually wrote some of the jokes in 21 Jump Street. You know what? Jonah Hill can have it. Happy to be left out of that one. But you know what? Good. Cured. They should send that movie around the world. Let everyone watch it.
Thank you.
He said with a hint of sarcasm.
Okay.
He added, I wrote some jokes for that movie, so I feel slight ownership.
What jokes is in 21 Jump Street?
Nothing, Lenore. Kanye West is an idiot. Kanye West, who became a lightning rod for controversy last year after making anti-Semitic comments in several interviews and social media posts, saluted Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street in an Instagram post. This is what Kanye said. Watching Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. He added, no Christian can be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is a Jew.
Okay.
Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you.
Am I missing something? What did Jonah Hill do?
He just played funny in a movie. And now Kanye West, I think Kanye's trolling, but Kanye West said he saw the movie, and because Jonah Hill was so funny in the movie, he likes Jewish people again. You know, Jewish people are funny.
I'm trying to figure out even with the dumb comments he made about Jewish people, did he ever hate them?
Yeah, remember he was saying he loved
You don't
Hitler.
trust them.
If I don't trust you and I think you trying to take everybody's money and you own everything and you
and that was all of a sudden.
You the evil Jew. I don't like you.
Like he didn't have a history of that.
No, some Jewish people did him wrong.
It's just stupid.
So now he watched Jonah Hill and he's saying
I kind of
Hill
see
was
this
funny.
Jonah Hill thing in the 21 Jump Street. The movie 21 Jump Street or the TV show?
The movie, they remade it as a movie.
Right. Okay.
I think Kanye's trolling. He hasn't been in the news for a while. Okay. We haven't heard from him. Mm-hmm. So this is his way of saying, hey, y'all not talking about me anymore. I need to say something crazy.
That was a good reply back with Seth.
Yeah, send the movie around the world.
Yeah, that's going to help people change their hearts towards Jews. And the comment he made too, it makes me wonder too. Oh, you just realized that Jesus is a Jew? You knucklehead. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right, so that was the end of him.
All right.
I just wanted to say that.
Let's all go watch 21 Jump Street and see if our hearts change.
Do you know today an elementary school student in Illinois, in Elmhurst, brought ammunition to a school and it prompted the lockdown? Visitation Catholic School in Elmhurst, Illinois was placed on lockdown.
Was that today?
Yeah. An Illinois elementary school student brought 3 rounds of ammunition to school on Wednesday morning. Well, this was yesterday, causing a lockdown. Police were called to the Visitation Catholic School in Elmhurst, which is roughly 20 miles west of Chicago. The school was placed on soft lockdown while officers investigated. The Elmhurst Police Department later concluded that the student brought the ammunition to show other students. A child at the school who heard about the ammo had told their parent, who informed the school administrators. First of all, we just talked about this. Why is your child able to just go and grab your ammo and take it to school?
Whose stuff did they take? The parents?
The student who brought the ammo was removed from class and searched. Investigators found that there was no weapon involved. Police are investigating the situation, but will not release more information about the juvenile student.
What age is this? Elementary
school.
So like 7th, 5th, 6th grade.
I don't know. It's a Catholic school.
Wow. They probably want to show and tell, like show the bullets, show the ammunition.
We thank the student who witnessed the situation for telling a parent and keeping the school safe. These kids gonna be telling everything, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, because if your parents is telling you to, honey,
everything,
if you see anything, hear anything,
whatever, smell
anything, taste anything, let us know. Okay, Ma. Today, one of my classmates, he brought some bullets in.
To show everybody.
Oh, Lord, I'll be on the phone. What is wrong with, and then where did he get it from? That parent should be,
where did they get it from?
Should a ticket be given to that parent?
That's what I'm saying.
Something should happen to let the people know.
Happen to that parent and that home.
That
your kid can get to your gun and your ammunition that easy.
And a fine, maybe a good $1 fine.
I think your card should be taken away or something.
And then
you should be suspended.
Your kid, that's dangerous because what if the other kid brought the actual gun?
It should be suspended.
Oh, let's see if it fits.
The parents should have whatever they have suspended and placed under investigation.
Yeah.
Which means we're going to be watching y'all. We're going to be watching your family.
Yeah.
Because even the psyche of your kid to feel after a shooting that just happened that it's okay to bring ammunition into the school means your child has something going on up here.
Exactly.
That's not right.
And you are not reiterating that message to them.
What's going on in your household? Did y'all even talk about the Nashville shootings?
Thank you. Or any of the shootings. There's been so many of them. I'm sure there's a discussion that can be at dinner tables.
So to me, it warrants an investigation, not just an investigation, but some kind of penalty or something needs to happen to that family and to that kid.
Do you think...
I bet you he won't touch it again when I'm done with him.
Under 18, their laws should be put in place now where they come after the parents.
Definitely after the parent.
Because I'm thinking parents will probably be more serious about where they keep it, locking it up.
Yes.
You know, I don't know what else to say.
And he needs to be made an example, this kid. Yeah. Because other kids will be like, "Oh, I ain't doing that.
Right.
I'm not playing around with nothing, dealing with no
I'm
weapons
not bringing
or
I'm not even bringing a paper or
Nothing.
plastic gun.
What,
Oh,
Mom?
The young lady that killed those kids had a red bag going out. Her mother should have looked in the bag.
No, she's 28. She's grown.
She's grown, but then she...
You wouldn't have looked at no bag that we was walking out with.
You probably would have said, Lenore,
She
what's
asked what's in the bag. And she said, what did she say? Nothing or something?
Nothing.
But you wouldn't have looked in the bag. And you can't even walk.
Oh, stop.
How you gonna look in a bag we taking out?
Yeah, that's true. I get your point if she was underage.
If she was underage, I agree.
But she's 28.
My mother saying that the girl who did in Nashville, her mom should have looked in the bag. But I'm thinking, I'll ask you what's in the bag. If you say, nothing, some gym clothes or something, why would I look in your bag? Unless you crazy.
But
I know you got a pattern, then I'll be like, I don't know.
Son, daughter, what's going on? You've been in that basement too long.
And how many people have killed the person at home?
Yeah.
She would have just turned around and got rid of her.
How many kids have killed their parents and their grandparents?
That's what I'm saying. They go home, they go to the schools and do something, then they go home and find that the person is gone.
But you know what? I'm wondering too.
Her life might have been saved, Mom, by not trying to look in the bag.
That's true. Then you never know. I mean, you think, I should have stopped her. I could have avoided this. Yeah, you do think about that right away. But like to your point, if they start to get the parents involved who does these kind of things, I bet you every parent, even with kids over 18, will go, son, what's in that bag? You got a black jacket on, and where you going?
Robert O'Brien says 100. What's up, Robert? He's on Facebook.
Hey, what's up?
I keep forgetting to look at all my other platforms.
Okay.
But yeah, right after that happened, Wednesday.
This is outside of Chicago.
Here.
What's wrong with people? Oh.
So I didn't like that. I didn't like hearing about that.
That makes you want to take the kid and shake him. Did you not see what just happened the other day in Nashville?
I hope the other kids don't call the one to snitch that told. Because you know how kids are. You a snitch.
Be a snitch. I don't care.
That's not snitching. We're going to get in a whole conversation about snitching.
Well, if that's
snitching
what he's calling a snitch.
If you about that life and then you snitch on somebody who's doing something wrong. If we all breaking into a house and we run and I fall and they catch me and I tell on the ones that got away, that's snitching. That's snitching to me.
But couldn't snitching also be your circle of friends? When you, as a circle of friends, let's say it's 3 of y'all hang together all the time, everywhere, every day, whatever, and you do this stupid thing, and the one friend tells the person of, in order.
That's the same thing. You still doing something stupid. You part of that life.
Because that's considered snitching.
That's part of it. If you part of friendship. If you part of that life. I was
say, isn't that snitching?
If you part of that life, if we all talking about somebody like a dog, and you go and tell that person, that's snitching to me.
Okay.
Because you was talking about him too. You was about that life.
That's my circle of friendship. Yeah. So
But if I'm walking by and I hear y'all talking about somebody and I go tell them, I don't think that's snitching.
No, it's not. Well, especially here. Okay, let's get back to that. I don't think it's called snitching anymore when it comes to these types of topics. That's the thing. Let's just say, for sake of argument, it is snitching. I don't give a hootenanny. With all the shootings going on in these schools and people bringing in weapons,
then I snitch. Yeah. Well, that's how some people feel about even the guys that's about their life. If we all breaking into a house and we running and they end up, taking out an old lady that lives there and she passes away and you tell who the guys were, that's snitching. But some people would say because you didn't intend to have the lady pass away.
You may know her.
But because she's gone, somebody got to answer to her.
Miss Jenkins.
Yeah.
Nobody mess with Miss Jenkins.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all was going to hurt Miss Jenkins.
That's your acting.
Yeah. Then he going to tell on them then, because that's Miss Jenkins. I'm saying, my boys, y'all got to go down because y'all mess with
But you won't rob Miss Jenkins. You just didn't take
Well, they didn't know they was going to rob somebody, but they didn't know that Miss Jenkins was going to be the one, and then they hurt her.
Well.
Okay.
M. Perk said, hello, ladies.
Hey.
Scooby-Doo says, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Scooby. All right, y'all, we almost done. Fiery derailment of train hauling ethanol prompts evacuations in Minnesota.
Is this recent?
A train carrying ethanol and corn syrup caught fire after derailing in Minnesota early Thursday, forcing nearby residents to evacuate their homes as precaution. Now, I don't know how many train derailments we didn't had in the last month or 2 months, but it's been ridiculous. What's going on?
I don't know, because you're starting to think now, if these trains are derailed, what is it?
It's like every week there's a train derailment.
Is it the train tracks? Is it the conductor? What is going on? It's something or the other, because these trains should move smoothly on these tracks all the time.
There have been a lot of trail derailments. The one
train derailments.
Yeah, the one that Ohio recently, with the water. Yeah. It's so many. You can't even count them anymore.
And that's not good, because you're starting to think, wow, is our train system, the whole platform, wherever we go in the country, is everything laid out correctly?
Or is this some kind of sabotage going on?
That too. Is the weather messing up? Is the train track starting to get old and crumbled and rusty? And nobody can check it because there's so many miles of it? How do you know? Don't you send that little thing? Remember those little things that just go by itself on the train tracks? You ever see those? Mm-hmm. I thought those go through to test the tracks to see if there's any issue, because you can't do it manually. So I'm thinking I see those things on the track by themselves. So I'm thinking if they're doing that and making sure the tracks are in okay, nothing's rusted, nothing's broken.
It said railroad safety has been in spotlight nationally ever since last month's fiery derailment of Norfolk Southern train near East Palatine, Ohio. It's like almost every month there's a train derailment.
And it's carrying it's
always a chemical or something that gets in the ground, and then the next thing you'll hear, the water's messed up,
and then it's polluting the area where it is, where people live. So I don't know. So they got to do an investigation for real on this one.
Yeah.
Is could it ever be an engineer's fault?
I don't know.
You never know.
Trump surges to 30-point lead over DeSantis among Republicans. I told you. Mm-hmm. A potential indictment isn't good for most politicians' poll numbers, but Donald Trump isn't most politicians. The former president, 76, has surged to 30 percentage points lead over Governor Ron DeSantis among Republican primary voters nationwide. Trump has the backing of 54% of those surveyed compared to 24% for Ron DeSantis. Mm-hmm. Double the margin the 45th president enjoyed last month when he led DeSantis 43-28. No other Republican cracked double digits in the poll, with former Vice President Mike Pence coming in third with 6%. And former Representative Liz Cheney and ex-South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley at 3%.
Yeah, they're splitting the votes. Because if they wasn't running,
they're not even splitting the vote.
I mean,
they only got 3%.
I'm saying 6, 3 is 9.
That's nothing. He's 30 points ahead of him.
Well, that could be his 9. That could be another 10.
But still, he's so far ahead.
I'm telling y'all Republicans, think about it. He may win again if he's not arrested and put in jail.
Yep,
he may win again.
He loves.
Oh, Mama said he made a comment in the news.
What did he say?
He said,
"Wipe your nose."
What did he say?
Whatever, because he was talking about Putin. Mm-hmm. He didn't like him talking.
Oh yeah, that's his friend.
That's his boyfriend.
Yeah, that's his friend. Mm-hmm. So he pretty much, and he said when he becomes president, the war in Ukraine will be over with. Yeah. He said he'll end it just like that. Yeah. Him and Putin, I guess, talked already. Yeah, he told him, if you become president, you know why though, but you know why at the end.
What?
Because he wants to get rid of NATO. Remember,
he doesn't want to be a part of NATO.
So
he has to fight through tooth and nail for us to be set down for NATO.
Honestly, even though people don't like comb over, I honestly believe what he said.
Yeah.
Once I become
president, he's
going
to continue on doing what he was doing when he was in office.
Once I become president,
he didn't want us part of NATO.
Ukraine will end Russia will end that war.
Yeah.
You know why? Because there won't be us in NATO.
We would stick out. We would step down from NATO if Trump is in office. That was what his plan was to begin with.
And he'll tell Putin that.
And still,
you don't have to worry about them joining NATO.
Still,
you're not gonna be in it.
And he will still maintain the relationship with the China man.
Well, I told you, the Putin and Chinese man are
and
friends.
Putin, he
him too.
And then they will pull in the North Korean man.
Yeah,
they all gonna be friends.
All dictators.
And I want a hotel. I don't know if I can do a hotel in North Korea.
And
no, because we don't want people freely coming here.
And everybody in America will be the Scarlet Letter or Stepford Wives. It'll be, everybody will be, you have to be Christian. If you're not Christian, we not tolerate anything other than Christian. And if you gay or transgender and all that, you might as well get out of here.
I feel bad for you.
They don't get dismissed, y'all.
She just confirmed, because I knew this when I would travel to Uganda.
Oh, Uganda.
The Uganda law that they put, what is it?
It is against the law to be gay in Uganda.
It's against the law. When I would travel there with our church at that time, they were very strict.
It would be punished, they said, by
no
prison or
LGBTQ support at all.
If you come out publicly as gay in Uganda, you would either be executed or you would be jailed.
They are serious about LGBTQ
and America
in that country.
And America is headed that way.
I don't know. We love the. Here's the thing: we're free. Everybody free, no discrimination, no nothing. And that's how it should be. So
the poll found that 52% of Democrats want somebody other than Biden.
Yeah. So that's why you have to really be careful, they say, with the next election.
Only 44% want Biden to be the nominee.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Biden wants Trump to win. Because the only reason why Biden won is because people hated Trump. They voted for Biden. It didn't matter who it was.
Just,
I don't want Trump in office. I don't care who it is.
Thank you. The lesser of the two evils to them. If they're Republican,
if I was
if they're conservative,
Biden,
if they're independent, we'll deal with Biden. At least we can push him along in how we want things to be done. But Trump, we don't know where that man gonna fly to.
Yeah.
You already know his views on military and foreign affairs. We already know. If he steps back in office, we're not gonna be NATO anymore. We're gonna be shaking hands with our little Russian friends.
Putin will be over here riding horseback with no shirt on. In America. He would be riding around both
with
of them.
No shirt. Both of them together on new land that he probably bought, even with his new hotel that he may build over
with
there.
With the song, Love Lift Us Up Where We Belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Both of them together.
Yes.
And then, what's his name will ride in? The Chinese guy.
Chinese man, the leader there.
On his horse.
Yes.
And at first, when he rides up, Trump will be like this. And then Putin will be like this. And then he'll go, all right.
He's our friend. Let him in.
The three amigos.
Yes. The three stooges.
And then the North Korea guy going to be asking to come in. And they're going to be like, no. You're not big enough yet.
Yeah, we don't trust you still.
He's not big enough.
China may try to bring him in.
No, he's not big enough.
He's cool with China.
He'll walk the horses back to he'll help them out and stuff. But he can't ride with no shirt on with the rest of them.
Oh my gosh.
But Biden is.
We'll see, you guys. This
now,
is serious.
Donkey of the day, speaking of Biden,
okay.
Charlemagne the God gave Donkey of the Day to Biden.
Why?
Let me see.
What did he do?
Does it do?
We're against that. And so I think Congress is passing this all over down. I want to remind you, the last time we passed this all this thing, violent shootings went down. Mass shootings went down. For 9 years. And what do you do? So I can't do anything except plead with the Congress to act reasonably. I've spoken with everyone down there, from the mayor to the senators to all the players. I spoke to the chief of police today. I've spoken to all of them. What I don't want to do, I've been through many of these myself, as you know. Okay. Always starting way back.
Biden once again calls on Congress to act reasonably to wake of Nashville's mass shooting. President Joe Biden said Tuesday that he's exhausted what he can do through executive action on gun control as he called on Congress to act the following nation's latest mass shooting. A massacre at Nashville private school that killed 3 children and 3 adults. I have gone the full extent of my executive authority to do on my own anything about guns, Biden said. The Congress has to act. The majority of the American people think having assault weapons is bizarre, a crazy idea. They're against that. Biden renewed his push for Congress to reinstate the nation's ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, which expired in 2004, and to close loopholes for gun background checks after Monday's deadly shooting at the Covenant School in Nashville. So Charlemagne gives him Donkey of the Day because for a president of the United States to say there's nothing else I can do, now it has to be Congress. There is stuff he can still do.
What can he do?
According to Charlemagne, this is the part that people love about Trump. Why can't he shame people? Why can't he call people out? Why can't he start saying names of congressmen who got money in their pocket from the NRAs?
Because that's not his character.
That's not his character. Trump would do that.
Because Obama didn't do that.
Exactly. And that made me so angry with him. That's the part about Trump that people like.
That people like. He does.
He gonna call you out. He gonna say, we can't get this bill done because old big giant head Marjorie Brown, that crazy gun-toting nut job.
He'll do name calling.
He'll call everything.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Do you have to do that to do it though?
There's some guys. There's some guys in Congress who I wouldn't call them opposing it, but they're scared of the other ones. Okay. Those are name names.
Now he tried to do it. He did a little bit of it in his last speech, his State of the Union speech, when he was saying that
about cutting Social Security.
Yeah, and that there's some people.
He said the Republicans want to cut it. They booed him
because only.
So not all y'all want to do it.
So that means that we ain't gonna have no issues.
We're not gonna have no issues. Back to
visit this.
So what happened to that Biden?
That Biden needs to come back out and say these are the people that are keeping this from moving forward.
Have them come out and tell you why they don't want to vote for it.
But I thought he can do as an executive order or something.
He's saying he can't do no more.
So I'm thinking, what is the power that a president can do when it comes to stuff like that?
I don't know.
Where they don't need no one to vote. They don't need to go and say, can I have your blessing on this?
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, the bottom line is he got Donkey of the Day. Charlemagne feels like there's more he can do. I agree.
Okay.
If you really, really, really want to make a difference in it.
Well, maybe if you think too that this is an opportunity for Vice President Kamala to take the reins and do something.
Why are you bringing
like
her
I
up
said,
again?
she ain't did nothing in the last 2 months.
Why are you bringing her up again?
I don't know. So both of them need to step their game up though, because
he don't even use her as a person. If it's not about, if he don't want to do it, send her out to do it.
Thank you.
Have her name call people and put people's names on the list.
To it, yeah. So I don't know.
Send your press secretary to do it.
I really would. I didn't study this in school. This whole thing with the Congress and what they can do and can't do, the Senates and the different levels of all of that. I never studied that, so I didn't know what the powers.
I studied, but I don't know like that much.
I think we all need to have a one-on-one on that, because even when Crazy does maybe get back in office, we know what Crazy can do.
Do you know what that Marjorie said?
What?
You heard what she said, right? About the girl being whatever it is, was transgender. She said the reason why she went in there and did that is because she was transgender. Because she on so many meds trying to change her hormones and stuff. That's what led her to go probably crazy and went in there and did all of that. But nobody talks about the 15 million white guys that go in and shoot up schools. What's going on with them, Marjorie?
Yeah, Marjorie got an answer.
And who's to say Marjorie is really a woman? I believe Marjorie is a man.
Joy Crackton said, get crazy Marjorie. It was something with the whole thing with AI and all of that discussion. She probably can't even spell AI. And Whoopi had to laugh.
I think Marjorie looks like a man.
I don't even know.
So that might be why she's so against transgender. She could want to be a man and switch. And because...
Well, she's having problems at the home front. We know that, right?
Divorced.
Yeah. I don't know about her.
But she's going to make that comment about that. And then I'm hearing people online make the same comment. It's because the person was transgender. But nobody thinks about the other people who went and shot up schools and stuff. They wasn't transgender.
And what does that have to do with anything?
What does that have to do with anything?
Let's just say, for sake of argument, all that's true. It was still mental concerns with that girl, regardless of what her transgender or anything. The fact that she took it upon herself to go and do what she did.
I agree that you can use the transgender line if you're using it in conjunction with how she may have felt about the school.
Exactly.
If you saying it does matter if
motive,
it does matter if she's transgender and she was forced to go to a Christian school that's not for transgenders.
Give her motive. And you know what? Marjorie probably going to hear from a lot of transgenders on that comment.
They don't, nobody, everybody, she hears from everybody.
Well,
she don't
she'll
care.
Hear more and more on it, though, because you don't, why would you say that?
She went and did that because she was transgender. And she was on hormone pills, and that's what made her go in there. That's probably what made her go in there and do all of that.
Okay, whatever.
See, that's what I'm saying. Why can't Joe Budden call her out?
I don't know.
As president of the United States, why can't he get on his platform and say that was the dumbest who is that stupid?
They not gonna say
he's not gonna do. But Comeover would
say she's stupid.
Comeover would call her an idiot.
Yeah, he would say idiot.
He would say she's a moron.
Nasty woman.
He would say she's a dumb to make that statement.
Oh my God.
But Democrats fly above all of that.
Yeah,
Michelle, when they go low, we go high.
There's a way to do it and still be.
No, it's not.
No, not to that. You don't have to result in name calling. You can call people out without saying things about them. Like you say, moron. I don't have to call you a moron to let people know that you are a moron. Right. I can give a drive-by description.
You gotta be. Let me tell you what you gotta be. Mm-hmm. When you're dealing with somebody like Trump, you can't have him on stage calling you a moron and an idiot and a dummy and a nasty person, and then you turn around and don't even address it. I agree.
That's what Pence does.
You need to address it, but as a way you address it, I agree. You should
Pence don't even address it.
Mother.
I'm going to turn the other cheek.
And that's why he's 3% in the poll.
Thank you.
Nobody wants Pence.
No. He didn't show that he had a backbone.
But what I was saying is the way you handle Trump is you have to say something back. I agree with you. You don't have to say moron and stuff, but you got to be smart and intelligent. Be
smart with your words when you cut them up.
Well, we all can't be as clean cut as you, Mr. Universe, Mr. Started the Miss Universe pageant.
Mr. What's his show? What was the show he had?
Apprentice.
Mr. Apprentice.
Well, we all can't vie to be the apprentice, can we? Mm-hmm. How's your ex-wife doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't name the one. I know you have 3.
You gotta be.
There's a way to come at him.
To get at him.
You don't have to call him a moron, but you can come back at him. Mm-hmm. And if he talks about your looks, you can say, "Well, I'm looking to get a hairdresser like you. Mm-hmm. Where do you buy your hair from?"
You actually my goal.
No. Where do you buy your hair from? You missed my joke. Stepped on my joke. Funny. Where do you buy your hair?
No, because that's his hair. He's just losing it. That's why it went over my head. Buy your hair. He would say that to a sister. Watch. Where you get your hair from?
No, where do you buy your hair from?
See,
if she was smart, she'd turn around and say the same place you get yours from.
I love when people are good with their words.
Right, yeah.
When they can cut you up and you don't even realize you've been cut.
Biden don't know.
Wait a minute.
He can't do it.
Just cut me.
But Biden can't do it. I'm going to take you behind the barn and punch you in the nose.
You got to be all literal with, no, dude. Find another way to say that.
He don't even know. Oh. He's shaking hands of people that's not even on stage. He's old man Biden.
I don't think there's no politician that has been up there that can do that. That's
Clinton,
the problem.
Younger Clinton.
You think?
Younger Clinton.
Wow.
Nobody
wants to take this man on. Either they don't feel like it's worth it,
Clinton
or they
is too
just
old
can't
now.
do it.
But the younger Clinton, oh yeah,
and he'll do it with a smile.
Yeah.
I want to be a Casanova like you.
Yeah, but I don't know. Whatever.
We'll see.
So he got dunked the other day. Biden got
it
donkey.
wasn't strong enough for me for the donkey.
Oh,
sorry,
really?
yeah. No. I mean, I understand what he's saying though, and not knowing what it's unfortunate for him to say that if he doesn't know what a president's role is and what he can do and can't do, to call him a donkey of the day.
He's saying it's not the president. He could say something on the stand. He don't have to.
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, he's not talking
say
about
more.
Start calling names out or start saying stuff.
Who is actually being
Who's
the
holding
roadblocks?
Yeah,
doing it.
Start talking about the NRA.
Okay,
talk about the guy who's over the NRA. Say,
money in your pockets, right? I don't want to let that go because that gun is worth $200,000.
Republicans, they put people on buses and put them in the what's her name's house. Migrant workers coming over. They do that. Democrats don't do that.
I don't know why we take the Obama comment. They go high, we go low. I mean, they go low, we go high.
That's what I wish they would do.
If they go low,
they go high, we go low.
I told you, what's her name on
they go higher, we lower it.
What's her name on you didn't say it already. What she said when we were on the Housewives of Atlanta. What's her name with the little boy and
Eva?
No, the black. Eva ain't on there no more.
With the boy Candy?
Candy said, she said, I'm not agreeing with Michelle Obama on that one.
I don't
when they
either.
go low, I'm go lower.
I agree on sometimes, but not all the time.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
It's not even if they go low, I go low too. Because if they go low, the normal response is going low too.
Yeah.
And meet them on that same level. Oh, you getting dirty. Okay, so you pull your sleeves up.
Or not even if you don't go low, like you said, have an intelligent comeback.
Yeah.
But not to say
I
nothing.
love when people, when they come back and they say it so nicely that they cut you. Right. And you didn't even realize you was cut. Yeah. I love it.
All right, so that was it. Mm-hmm. Nothing really big on this show. Not a lot. The only other thing is Jonathan Majors. His girlfriend text him that night that he went to jail and said something along the lines of, "Oh, I didn't know they was gonna. I hope they
what the heck was she thinking?
I didn't think they were gonna arrest you."
A black man. It don't matter how famous he is. He's getting arrested.
And
for
then
any
she said, "They saw my injuries, and I didn't know they were gonna arrest you." How come she still says she had injuries? See, it's still stuff going on there.
Yeah.
People keep saying that that's her saying she didn't do it, that he didn't do it. No, that's not. That's her saying, I didn't know they was going to arrest you. That don't mean you didn't do it. That just mean I didn't know they was going to take you to jail. She didn't put anywhere in that text that said, I put these scratches on myself. No, until I see a text that says that.
But you said he called.
He's the one that called 911.
I'm surprised he did that.
Yeah.
Because you opened the doors, man.
Well, he might have done it because he thought she was going to do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's what I'm saying. We still
we'll get the real story.
The jury's still out on that. Mm-hmm. We're still waiting to hear what's going on with that. So we'll bring that story back when we get more information.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
All right, y'all. That was it. Don't forget to M Perk says, please send me the video info on how prayer changes those cities. Oh yeah, the one you talked about yesterday.
I'm gonna send it to all of y'all. The ones do I have your email?
Yeah, we got Mike's.
Okay,
email.
I'll send it to Wendy too.
Yeah,
and I
think we got Scooby Doo. I think we got everybody. We'll send it to all the ones who sent us.
Take a listen to that documentary.
So you gonna find it?
I think I got the link to it.
Okay.
That documentary, you guys, made me realize why we not doing that now.
So she'll send y'all that documentary.
Because it's prayer. Prayer ain't changed.
Yep, she'll send y'all that documentary.
It's just getting somebody to get us together.
Right.
That nobody wants to take the lead to do that.
Right.
So.
All right. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Mm-hmm. Always believe. Mm-hmm. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later. La la la. It's still on.